All right, y'all. Welcome. It's another episode of BlvdAve Radio. I am your boy, Old Man Logan, and let's see, that's gonna be yeah, that's the right of me right there. To the right of me.
It's the kid gas station PAK Deadpool.
Yes, sir. All right, and I'm gonna make sure I don't have a pause moment. I'm not gonna say it down bottom.
Hey,
and
hey,
below us.
it's your boy King B, aka Big Pool,
Big pool.
big ass pool.
Yes, sir. And this is BlvdAve Radio. So, fellas, people, if you're listening, if you're watching, thank y'all for tuning in, watching all that good stuff. If you don't know now, you know we are here to talk about Deadpool and Wolverine, y'all.
Yeah.
Thank you, MCU.
Finally out, came out in theaters Friday officially. You was able to go see it midnight on Thursday if you a super fan. But yeah, so me and King B, we went saw the movie yesterday. Big Phil went over there, saw it with the babies on Friday. So, I guess this is a first for us. This is another first, man. Another first for the this turn. We're gonna actually get into a review of Deadpool and Wolverine.
Oh yeah.
This is the official first rated R Marvel movie.
Yep.
Really?
In this MCU, yeah.
In the MCU,
okay,
yeah.
in this MCU. I was about to say, when the other ones rated R?
He wasn't officially
right. He wasn't with them.
So
I think wasn't Blade the old Blades rated R too?
Yeah, they was.
Were they or was it PG?
I think they was R, but from like the phase one of the MCU, this is the first rated R joint we have.
As far as having an MCU, because like you said, like Blade, we didn't have no MCU. Like
right.
And that's why it was kind of dope, before we delve into the movie, but him paying homage to Wesley, bringing Wesley back, because as the stories go, Blade actually saved Marvel from bankruptcy.
Yeah.
I'm saying, and that film franchise brought some relevancy back to Marvel Comics.
Right.
So
shout out to Wesley. Double shout out to him for being in this joint. So.
Gee, that was like so cold to see that. It was really amazing, man. I was like, damn, this shit is like we need it.
Since yesterday I've been digging, doing research. I didn't know him and Ryan Reynolds had bad blood.
Yeah. So when they did Blade,
wait. When I seen that, I seen Wesley said I hated him, but he was like, "No, I'm just joking.
That's what the play was on it. Yeah.
So was it he really hated him? Or?
It was what they did in the movie was some satire.
Yeah.
But they really didn't like each other.
Really?
They had a full-on beef when they did Blade Trinity, and they said the way it went, if I'm remembering this correctly, they wanted to make a spinoff of that trio that was introduced in Blade Trinity, which was Ryan Reynolds. I think the girl was Jessica Biel.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember the other guy name, but he's on King.
The one that was like his helper, like his alpha.
Yeah, it was like his wrestler, but he was a little chunky dude. I can't think of that actor's name. Okay. But Wesley apparently, him and Ryan was like going back and forth on set. They said filming that was like terrible. But they had beef.
I didn't know that. I swear I didn't know that.
And little known fact, Triple H is in that one too.
Yeah, I saw that on IG.
Yeah.
Wow.
Paul Levesque.
Yeah.
Well, they made it happen.
The worst Blade. You could tell Wesley wasn't really in it if you go back and watch it. Like, this whole, I guess you would call it a redemption arc for Wesley, coming back, being, getting the resurgence, being in films in recent years. He was in the sequel of Coming to America. He did that movie with Kevin Hart on Netflix.
Which was good.
I can't remember the name of that movie. But yeah, he had a decent performance in that. And then here we are. He was in Dolomite.
Yeah.
I'm about to say, don't forget Dolomite. He was real good in that.
Definitely real good in that. And, then, hey, we see him right here as Blade. And he said it's only one blade. I was like,
Mahershala Ali, nah, nigga.
Yeah.
But after seeing this, do y'all think they can bring him back?
Who, Blade?
Yeah, like Wesley as Blade.
Yes.
Okay, good. I agree.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm thinking they're gonna scrap Mahershala.
They should. I didn't like his costume in there. That's the only thing I can
say. They're gonna scrap him, or he gonna be like an off-brand character,
right?
And they're gonna bring back Wesley as Blade for sure.
Yeah,
I think because I mean, if they wasn't, then why would they let him say that in the movie? Why didn't they edit that out?
Exactly. Right. Like that was there for a reason. That wasn't just,
By the way, spoiler alerts all through this motherfucker.
This is the movie review.
Clearly. But yeah, if he I think they're gonna go the Wesley route because I mean, why else would they let him say that shit?
Right. Yeah. I'll go for it. Why not? You got old ass what's the name coming back as Doomsday now, so it's like
right.
Yeah.
And you see and I'm sure they've received the reaction of the fans the last couple days of that. And people want to see that.
Yeah. And I would even bring him back like this is the end of him. But we passing it on to his daughter or whatever the case is. I wouldn't even like we got to start all over. Let's just
you could
he's
pass
older
it
now.
You could pass it to Mahershala, but the next Blade needs to be encompassing Wesley Snipes.
Right.
Unless if they keep Mahershala attached to their film, he's got to be a variant, and Wesley will be the OG Blade. You know what I'm saying? That's the only way that could work. If Mahershala is going to continue to be a part of that film, me personally. Nah, let's scrap that whole plan, and let's none against Mahershala because he fit the bill. If we were going to rebrand and reboot this character and reintroduce him, I did as that pick. I thought he was a good pick.
Does he fit
me?
You know what I'm saying? That air of familiarity, like it wasn't a stark. Like for example, when they did that Blade series, you go from Wesley Snipes to Sticky Fingers,
right? You know what? I was scrolling through Tubi and that popped up too, G.
And it wasn't like the show was bad. It was just, we went from a bona fide blockbuster star, action star,
to BET Max.
You know what I'm saying? So
BET
it was
Plus
destined to fail just off of that. That would have been kind of cool if they would have showed Sticky Fingers as Blade and just on some variant.
Yeah.
So when Mahershala signed up for the role. This was 2019. That was 5 years ago.
Damn.
5 years ago, I say yes, but he's lost a lot of momentum since then because he was on a roll back in 2015, 2016. He was getting everything. I think he even got an Oscar, didn't he?
For the Green Book?
Yeah.
For that Green Book, yeah.
Best supporting actor. I think he got an Oscar for that. But since then, it's kind of been downhill. Well, I ain't gonna say downhill. It's been a slower progression for
him. Yeah, I can agree.
We really haven't even seen him in much since then, except
for
the.
You're right.
What's that? The movie that the Obamas produced, Leave the World Behind. That's the only thing I've seen.
That was the last thing I've seen him in too. I agree.
I think that is the last thing he's been a part of.
It's like he was really waiting on this Blade shit.
Yeah, they've been dicking around with it, canceling writers, canceling directors, scrapping scripts.
What are y'all doing?
I just watched the interview with Kevin Feige. He said they got a new writer that's writing a new script right now.
Right, well, yeah. Just give it to Ryan Coogler, man. Why not? He could be in charge of the black department of Marvel.
I would prefer Jordan Peele over Ryan Coogler for that.
You know what? You're right, because that is horror. And you can put comic in horror. Yeah, it's kind of horror. You're right. Get JP in that one. I fuck with it.
Yeah, I'll let Monkey Paw get down with that.
And we forgetting too, Mahershala was Cottonmouth in Luke Cage.
Oh damn. He was a good villain in there too. He was definitely a good villain.
I completely forgot about that.
That was your shit, wasn't it, man?
Yeah, I completely forgot about it.
You liked him as Cottonmouth, yo.
I liked all those villains they had.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was a good ass show.
Stokes.
That was your
You
nigga.
called me Bushmaster.
Yeah.
Freaky ass.
That was the best. That was the best thing for me. I was just having this conversation about Luke Cage, just both seasons. I said, you know, the end of season 1 was kind of lackluster with that old Rocky V fighting in the streets with Diamondback. I wasn't too crazy about that.
I didn't like that. Then he threw him in the garbage.
It's something, man. It was whack though, you know. But when we got introduced to Bushmaster, it was like, okay, this is a viable villain. You know what I mean? This is a viable opponent for Luke. You know, so I like that part of the season. So what was your favorite season? Just a real, just a quick detraction from Deadpool and Wolverine. It's still Marvel, but in terms of Luke Cage, what was your favorite season? Season 1 or season 2?
So you know it wasn't season 3.
I was gonna say how many seasons? It was only 2.
It was 3.
It was only 1 and 2.
Was it 3?
It was 3. 3 was trash.
Are you counting the Defenders?
No, it was 3.
So 3 was the one where he threw the nigga in the garbage can, right? I mean, in the garbage truck, right?
No, 3 is. Was there a third villain?
No, I don't think it was. No, I think it was 2 seasons of.
And that nigga, it was Bushmaster and Buddy was in the same thing, right?
Diamondback was in the first one. Bushmaster was in the second.
So hold on. I thought Cottonmouth was the first one.
Cottonmouth was in the first one, but Cottonmouth.
But he wasn't just the first villain. It was 2 villains in one, basically.
It was Cottonmouth and Diamondback in the first one. In the aunt. The aunt was the one that got Bushmaster, I think, in the second one.
Well, I want to say this, but like I like both seasons, but I think towards the end of the second season, I started losing because I'm trying to really remember everything, and I do remember liking it for a while, but like towards the end, it threw me.
Yeah,
because I didn't give a fuck about Defenders.
I'm gonna go with you. No, Defenders was decent.
I mean, I didn't care, but I didn't look at it. It might have been good, but I did not care for that shit, bro. I did not want to see that shit. I didn't like the Iron Fist nigga. I ain't nah.
Yeah, see, I liked all that shit. I was hoping we got Daughters of the Dragon with the black cop lady and the Asian girl.
Yeah.
Quick fun fact. Did you know Luke Cage beat up Doomsday for $200? Did y'all know that?
He beat up who?
Doomsday for $200. Doomsday hired the nigga to do a job. He did the job and Doomsday didn't pay him. They just like skipped town on the nigga. So the nigga went back to go find him. Plus $200.
Wow.
That is funny.
This was in the comics somewhere?
It was in the comics. I saw it on Instagram. The guy was talking about it, and it was like, yeah, he fought him for $200. Like, that's some wild shit, G.
Oh, you did put that in the group chat,
yeah,
didn't you?
saw
Yeah.
That
shit was wild, dude.
Heroes for Hire, baby.
Yeah, that's what it was. Like, nigga, don't play me out my money, nigga.
That was like, right, that was like the 70s Luke Cage. He had like the little silk yellow shirt.
Yeah, the pro, fuck who he
and
is,
that,
nigga.
And that's what I didn't like, how it ended. Luke Cage, the series, it ended of him being a hero for hire.
Yeah.
Like, he was like straight businessman.
Yeah,
so, I mean, so to answer your question, yeah, my favorite was the first season.
I mean,
it felt more authentic because he was like in the barbershop and shit, type shit.
Yeah.
Sweeping
and
around.
I felt like they should have made that shit in Christmas. Every fucking season should have came out in Christmas, around Christmas time.
Christmas.
Because every time he said that, I want to hear you say that shit in July. I'm going to look at you funny. If you say that shit in July. Sweet Christmas. No, nigga, say that in December, motherfucker. Don't say that now.
Or say something else.
Right, something.
And they shouldn't have killed Cottonmouth off that quick neither. The character didn't really get a chance to like live for real. That was the only drawback for season 1. I thought you could have brought him back for season 2.
He could have came back.
Yeah. All right. But shit, let's get back to Deadpool and Wolverine, man. The movie made a gross total from what I saw on Instagram, $483 million this past weekend.
Oh, okay.
So Marvel made damn near $500 million.
I believe they made more than that off these motherfucking the merchandise.
That's just the box office. Yeah, we haven't even got
the
merchandise side of it. Like,
nigga made me spend $40 on a popcorn bucket.
That
shit was good.
Popcorn bucket was for the 40 piece.
For the 40 piece, you get the free popcorn. I mean, the popcorn with it. So I guess that was. I think it was 30 and I think 10 or 15 for the popcorn.
Mm-hmm.
So that's basically
What?
$45. You know, $45.
You pay that, and they gonna make you pay for popcorn separate?
I believe so. I can't remember. I was just excited and I
wild.
wanted that motherfucker. It was 2 left. I was at the mall that morning. I said, let's get this shit now. Because I don't want to miss out. I think this bitch, they ain't got that bitch tonight. So I went over there and got it.
Because you're going to see people reselling them jokers. It's going to definitely
It's already on there.
Yeah.
$300. For $100.
$300.
Wow.
I swear, if they had more than them, just them 2, I would have bought one and resold that motherfucker too.
Yeah.
I would have bought 2 of them and resold the other one.
Needless to say, Marvel was betting the house on this Joker, and they paid dividends.
Paid off.
You know what I'm saying?
Even the shit at Disney is cold.
Yeah.
With Deadpool and Wolverine interaction. So they
definitely hit.
Yeah,
they hit big.
With that, do you guys think the decision to it ain't necessarily regress ain't the right word, but take a step back from all of these releases and kind of like refocus and make sure that we're putting more of an emphasis on quality, you know what I'm saying, going forward? Because I do think they went through a little period these last 5 years since where it's just been project after project after project, and nothing really has stuck too much. Nothing has really caught, the fans in the same fashion, up until Deadpool and Wolverine. That is you had a lot of these project IPs that came out. The Marvels, for example, Captain Marvel made $1.2 billion at the box office last release.
That's all in its total, right? For the year?
Yeah.
Okay.
And the follow-up, the Marvels, it barely made $220 million. So that one basically was a bust. You know what I'm saying? They lost money on the Marvels. And it wasn't a bad film. It wasn't, the takes that they did, me personally, it didn't add up. The Nick Fury they had in the Marvels film wasn't the Nick Fury continuity that we had been used to.
Look at me.
What? Yeah.
That movie was terrible. That movie
sucked.
It just was what it was. Like, it wasn't like terrible, but
movie Marvel dropped 2 duds. The Marvels and the Eternals. Duds.
Now that was garbage. That was flaming.
They were equally bad.
No, I got Marvels up here. Like Eternals.
Hell no.
Nah.
Eternals
Marvels was just more introducing us to some other shit.
But they introduced you to those characters on the TV shows.
That is true too. And they could have just been, I feel like that movie
the TV shows wasn't all that good.
They weren't. I'm in the midst of watching Miss Marvel right now on Disney Plus, just kind of trying to catch up and see where I may have missed anything. But I knew I wasn't going to the movies to see the Marvels. It was first off, I'm not too crazy about the girl that plays Captain Marvel. Like
Brie Larson.
Yeah, Brie Larson doesn't do it for me in that role.
She comes off as an asshole.
Yeah.
I don't like her.
Now
I would have much likely seen the black chick play Captain Marvel.
Yeah, she's great. And that's why I can't say Captain Marvel was. I mean, the Marvels was trash. I thought her performance was strong. I even thought the girl performance was decent. You know what I mean? It's room to grow there, obviously, for the kid. You know what I mean?
Right. The kid, she's 25.
She's 25.
She's grown.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Wow.
She's probably not 25. She's probably 23. But she's grown.
I'm thinking this is like a team there. So
nah, she's grown.
This is the okay. Well, she need to work then. Get to work, Miss Marvel. All right, I need some more effort.
But I mean, there's only so much you can go for with trying to build off of Captain Marvel, which is a trash character, it's trash writing, it's a trash performance. Like she's just not a good character.
Yeah, that's true.
Like I don't have this type of hate for Black Widow. That shit was decent to me. She had great fight scenes in that movie. But this Captain Marvel shit it's gotta stop.
I was wondering that with now that you say that, with I wanted to do, is that attributed to us having more time as far as other films, and then when we got to her solo film family?
No.
Or you just feel like overall,
It's got nothing to do with it.
Okay.
I rather took it as a TV show. When they was hitting
No,
that
I
TV
said
show
that
run,
too.
I wanted
Yeah.
that shit to be TV shows. Like y'all
I
could have made
completely
that
agree.
a TV show.
I completely agree. I think that should have been the follow-up. Either that could have been because you got introduced to Monica Rambeau from
Right.
WandaVision, so that could have been just But they had the Miss Marvel show on there.
I probably would have liked it more.
Yeah,
It would have been better.
it needed to be because it didn't serve a purpose as a film. It was just the movie was so big. The first one they had to make a second film. You know what I mean? But she's one of those characters. Going forward, she would be a supporting character. I wouldn't necessarily have her in solo films. The lore just isn't there for that character.
Is she an Avenger?
No.
She not part of the new Avengers?
Not really. No.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say,
She's just like
an
aide. Like she just show up.
Now had they
need some extra help, she don't want to come up.
And fuck her. You don't need her help. Get
had
fucked.
they maybe gave that
What?
In the words of Deadpool, get fucked.
He dumb as hell.
If James Gunn maybe would have got that IP, okay, he may have been able to figure that out.
No, nobody can save her.
I know somebody could have did better, bro.
Nobody.
That's why I said I would just use her as a supporting character. I wouldn't have her in nothing else solo anymore after Marvel.
It's just some characters where the timing is bad for them to try to be in the forefront.
Right.
She's one of them.
Yeah. And
now there's some characters that aren't in the forefront that should be.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna speak of that later when we get to it.
Okay. So getting off of Captain Marvel, like before we get off of that all the way and continue with our Deadpool talk. Shit, I lost my train of thought. Let's wrap that back up to Mahershala as Blade. I'm thinking Prowler. I think that's the route they should go.
That's the best route for them to go if they do the movie, yeah.
Yeah, you bring Wesley back. I feel like this. If you've brought Hugh Jackman back, Hugh pushes 60. Wesley is 60, I believe, or 60 plus.
Mahershala ain't far away.
Yeah.
He just look younger.
It looks, yeah.
Like 50.
I would go that route. I would definitely just leave Wesley there. As long as Wesley's willing to be attached to it and dedicated to it, I don't see why not. I'm personally hoping they do go with the whole daughter of Blade storyline. You ain't necessarily got to have him passing the torch per se.
I think he wants to do it that way too.
Yeah. And that was something I'm gonna bring up once we get to the point. Yeah. Because I did have a couple of things I thought they missed on a few things I saw, but it was minor misses, like just to nitpick just a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
In Deadpool?
Mm-hmm.
About Blade.
It was some notices. Yeah. I you know what? I'll just set it off right here. I had some small nitpicks with Deadpool versus Wolverine. Where was Blade's katana? Like I saw the little, flippy knife he had, but
the fact they was in a void and they probably kept trying to fight that lady and he might have lost it in battle.
But it wasn't addressed at all.
Oh, well, yeah, that's true.
He just had that new little shorter, knife. He was getting busy, but with a classic joint. You know what I mean?
That's true.
So that was one of them, and the other one for me was Wolverine didn't say nothing about Jean, like nothing about Jean Grey personally. And we know like Jean is the apple of his eye, even though she's married to a whole nother guy. All that good stuff, but he didn't make one peep about Jean.
And it seems like they taking that from X-Men. This is obviously the X-Men 97 Wolverine too. So it's like, yeah, I mean, I can't agree with you on that.
And that's funny because right before we went on, I watched the first episode of X-Men 97. So I only know what you're talking about because I just saw it like an hour ago. He was talking to her about something. He wanted to get down on Cyclops' ass. And she was like, "Do it for me." And then he got that twinkle in his eye. Type shit. So yeah, I get it.
So those are, and that's why I say minor critiques. That was it, really. The rest of that movie, I loved it. I loved it. I didn't see a lot of those cameos that we did get. You had so many people with so many rumors out there. Oh, this person popping up, that person popping up.
I felt like it was gonna happen. They kept talking about it so much.
Mhm.
Like, B, I want to ask you a question on this. How did you like Channing Tatum as Gambit with the accent? That was the main thing.
Fucking loved it.
I loved it, G. I said, yeah, he can do it.
That's all I've been talking about.
He looked a little chubby to me, but I'm like,
Yeah.
I like him as Gambit. I didn't like that costume that much on there, but I took it as they was trying to make a joke at it. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they'll make it look a little different when they do put it into play, but they was making a joke at it. But yeah, I said I wonder what B think about him as Gambit.
I'm ready for a solo movie.
For real? A solo Gambit movie, G?
Absolutely.
What about a TV show, not a movie?
To me, that was, and he probably was on screen for about 5 minutes total.
Mm-hmm.
That was the best performance Channing Tatum ever put on, in my opinion.
He pulled that accent out.
He was called him Magic Mike too.
No. I'm not taking away from Magic Mike, 21 Jump Street, none of that shit. This shit here showed his bag. He was in his bag.
Yeah, I really enjoyed like the accent. It felt like he was a Creole boy or some shit like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
and I know he's a Louisiana character,
right?
But you kind of hear it, but you don't hear it for real.
Right.
In most of the previous characters, you absolutely know he's from the swamp.
Right. Yeah.
So
that didn't feel like it was rehearsed or that felt like it was natural.
Yeah.
Like him and Ryan was doing that. That
was cold to me.
I was like, oh man, this is amazing.
Yeah.
Like,
I felt when I saw it, I said, please don't get my hopes up and y'all don't get this boy in a movie. If y'all don't put him in the movie, I'm gonna be mad than a motherfucker. Like,
I ain't gonna lie, I was kind of scared.
That got my hopes up.
I was kind of scared they were gonna kill him in that fight scene.
I thought him or Blade was finna die. I'm not gonna even. I did the same thing. I said him or Blade finna die, and I would be pissed. But you know what I'm saying? We gonna see.
I took to Facebook. I said, I know y'all want this Blade 4, but we need this Gambit right now. Like while it's fresh. Like fuck Captain Marvel. This is who you need to push to the forefront now.
That Gambit,
one of them.
That shit was good.
I just want them to redesign the outfit a little bit. Like
the outfit didn't look terrible to me. I know it's not like how the originals are, but I thought it fit him.
I just want him to modernize it a little bit.
He probably didn't train for this shit at all, like physically.
Yeah,
it seemed like they did because it was like it
was snug on him.
When that part came, it felt like it was some truth to it. Like this is gonna happen, y'all. But we're gonna spoof it up a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
I think they were trying it out. They didn't want to put too much into it because we might use, we might not. We'll see how you'll be received.
Right. Because like Blade Hell was funny as hell. Like y'all could have did it. Y'all could have did it a little better than that.
I mean, you talking about 20 years later though.
Yeah, that's true too. And then they in his cave, living in his cave.
I wouldn't have been surprised they just went bald.
Wesley is actually bald.
That's what I'm saying.
Bald for real, yeah. And just added some gray beard.
Just do it like a gray beard patch, yeah.
When he had that soul patch right there, that was great. I thought that I was like, okay, that fits because we haven't saw this character since I just was looking. That was 2004 when Blade Trinity came out.
Yeah.
So, that's 20 years. Like, damn, like
right.
So I think Channing Tatum focused in on more of the acting and the dialect more than the physical appearance. To me, I think he was trying to get that shit down more than the look. So.
Right.
So y'all all in on Channing now. We don't got nobody else we would want to put in that spot.
Nah, I'm cool with Channing. Channing, just lose some weight. If y'all do this, lose some weight. Get to Magic Mike size. Like try your best. Get to that size.
I mean, I don't want to look like the Juggernaut out there. You know what I'm saying?
Right, because he looked a little fat. Like he looked like he was a little chubby and like I ain't there yet. But just get slim. Just get slim on him.
And I thought we was gonna get more out of the Juggernaut too.
Yeah, I did too. I definitely did.
And that was another Juggernaut. That wasn't the guy that actually.
Right.
I didn't think it was. Yeah. That dude was jacked. That dude was.
Now who is that? Xavier's sister for real?
In the comics, yes, he has.
I remember hearing that name.
Yeah.
Okay. Man, that movie was good. I gotta go back and see that shit. I'm going tomorrow.
Yeah, I might fuck around tomorrow if I don't find it online. Watch it tonight.
I gotta see that shit. That movie was good, G. That was really because I saw this time I saw it for the excitement. I'm excited, nigga, about this bucket. I'm gonna go see what the fuck gonna happen. So now I want to sit back and watch some shit that I might have missed. You know what I'm saying? And try to see some eggs or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like that first time that shit I was just excited.
And this is exactly why I don't watch trailers.
Yeah,
you got the full experience of suspense and surprise whenever some. And it was crazy. I knew Wesley was in it because my sister sent me a post of them at Comic-Con. It was from Wesley's page. I'm like, God damn, why are you sending me this? I'm not about to watch it, but now I know he's in it because you just got his name on here.
Yeah. And then that little joke one that I sent that somebody made of him walking with Deadpool, I sent to the group. And that kind of made me say, oh, yeah, he might be in this movie.
Like, how did that rumor get out there, though? Like, it was so, like, out of the blue, like, Blade's gonna be in Deadpool. Like, they had B gave y'all the spoiler alert already, but they had people dressed like a Cyclops. They were showing, Cyclops supposed to be in the movie, all that, and obviously that didn't happen. But we end up with, Blade. It was like that rumor seemed so wow to me. I was like, but you know what? It's Deadpool. I can't take it out of the realm of reality that it could happen because Ryan Reynolds has kind of been pushing since the first Deadpool for basically Deadpool and Wolverine, movie.
Right.
You know what I mean? He's had these little hints, even saying Hugh and not Logan or whatever in the movies.
Right.
Yeah.
And that was hilarious. So I was just like, yo, where did that rumor come from? And then, like you said, P, the video where they edited Blade into the little walking scene. And it was obviously like Blade from one of the movies, but it was like, yo, this is hilarious. And then boom, we actually got Blade.
So I was like, man, like, damn, to me, it's like they erasing the old shit, and then I feel like they really finna give us new shit all over again. Like the way this movie has just released, because like they were saying so much shit. Like the one thing they kept saying, until you're 90 years old. Like it's showing like they finna drag this nigga career probably. Because this is X-Men 97. I think they finna start at X-Men 97 and go lead off to it. Did y'all see the Fantastic Four trailer?
Yeah. No, I ain't see the Fantastic Four trailer yet.
That shit is, I think it's supposed to be in the 50s. If not the 50s, a futuristic type 50s. Look, that's what it's gonna be. If it's either one of those. But it's just showing you like they finna kind of take this shit back now and bring it into fruition. Like we gonna just go like 97 and we gonna bring it into what we might want it to, whatever they want to do to it. Mm-hmm. So I don't know.
Yeah, because they said that Fantastic Four universe is a different universe than what we in currently.
Right.
So that kind of leads us into something. I guess once we could finish our Deadpool Wolverine talk, we could touch on who's been cast as Dr. Doom. But let's talk about some of the cameos. Like, who's somebody you were kind of like fantasy like booking, I guess, to use a wrestling term, to be one of the cameos, and then out of what we got, what did you think of the actual cameos we had in this movie?
Like characters that we wanted to see in the movie, or people that we wanted to see play a character in the movie?
Characters that you wanted to see in the movie.
I didn't have any. To be honest with you, I just wanted to see what they were gonna do with this movie because I don't be, into the comic books and stuff like that. I know about them, but I never read them all. So I just be like surprised what they gonna do. So me, I wasn't looking for nobody. I was just, when they said Blade, and I knew it'd probably be a cameo, like a quick cameo if they do it, but I'm like, nah, we just gonna see what's gonna happen. Like I said, it shocked me. I didn't think to see Elektra. I can say that. I did not think I was gonna see her
at all.
That one threw me off.
I thought in the end credits we was probably going to see Venom or Spider-Man. Yeah, I didn't think they would be in the movie, but I thought they would be in the end credits.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I did think that was going to be different though. I didn't know what, but I said I don't think. I thought it was going to show something like serious or what might happen next for the MCU.
And once they show Happy, I thought I would see Spider-Man.
Right.
I was like, oh damn. Can't put him in there. Come on. He got Happy.
What if we saw Jonathan Majors? What would you do? If you Jonathan Majors just popped out,
I probably
I would have got up clapping.
I probably would have lost my shit.
I would have went crazy.
I would have did the rock clapping.
If that nigga popped up at one of them end credits, I would have been happy as hell. Like, oh yeah.
I would love to see Jonathan Majors. I don't know what's gonna happen with him in Marvel, but if he could get on like one of these other like superhero shows, like The Boys or something, and kind of just
no,
like just to give us like a caricature version of that Kang, like just to do something that's like we know it's obviously.
I can't see him on The Boys.
Nah,
DC,
that's too vulgar.
I don't know who he could be in DC. He gotta be somebody. I can't see him as Jon Stewart. Nah. Maybe Black Superman. Maybe.
At one point, I could have saw him as that.
I can see him as Jon Stewart.
Wait, we did.
I can see him as Steel too.
Yeah. He just can't.
Don't do it.
He can't be fucking with Homelander. That's for sure.
He can't be wearing no snow.
Let me see. What was a cameo I was?
Still was a slave, wasn't he?
Who?
Wasn't still John Henry? Wasn't he a slave?
John Henry Irons, yeah.
That's who Steel was though, right?
No. That's who he was named after. But yeah.
See, but he was a slave and Steel had it all. So you can't put slave.
All right, let's get out of DC.
Okay.
But Deadpool, he was known to just kind of be one of them characters that just pops up in other people's you know what I'm saying, universes and stuff. So for me, like they totally got me because I thought we were seeing Captain America when we saw Chris Evans, and
me too. I thought
he had in there his Human Torch, which I wasn't even thinking about, and I was like, oh, yeah, like they brought him back as the Human Torch.
Yeah, that was cool. I definitely thought he was fucking what's his name? What's the nigga name? Chris Rogers? Whatever the fuck his name. Captain America is. I definitely thought he was him. Chris Evans. I thought he was Captain America too. And then he did the flame on. I was like, oh shit, hell no, that's cold. So okay, I like what they doing here.
So is that clip of Thor crying, is that from a future movie? Or
That's what I wanted to ask.
I'm thinking that's from a future movie. That's definitely something I think gonna happen, and maybe we just got announced. Maybe not Doom, but maybe Secret Wars, or it could be Doom. But
did he die? Did Deadpool die?
No, he regenerates like
so he can't go at all.
But Wolverine died, so
I mean, this is a different ball game. We talking about gods and but they got stories out there in the comic verse where Deadpool killed Apocalypse, and Apocalypse is supposed to be immortal, basically. So I don't know.
We just gotta wait and see.
Yeah, he's just such that outlandish of a character where he can pop up just about anywhere, and just do whatever. But I definitely wasn't checking for Elektra. I didn't even have to think about Elektra when I thought about cameos. Like it was
that's the one that got me.
I would have thought Storm over Elektra.
Yeah.
You could throw her in the next Black Panther shit.
And you could have had Storm if you was gonna do like a retro thing. You could have had like Retro Storm. You could have Angela Bassett right there as like classic Storm in the X-Men '97 outfit.
Wasn't Halle Berry?
He was. No, I'm just saying. You know how
you just want
around in the time. And we got different. You say what?
You just want Angela to be her, don't you?
Oh, absolutely.
Yellow and blue.
Auntie, hey, Auntie. You know what I'm saying?
That's who I thought she was in the first Black Panther. I thought she was Storm with the white locks and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
But the way they bounced around, and we saw different versions of a Wolverine when he was looking for Wolverine. Like you got an Age of Apocalypse Wolverine. You got the little baby medium, short Wolverine. Right. That was hilarious.
Do you think Henry Cavill is coming to Marvel? Since they had him as that Wolverine?
Oh, I think so.
That was Henry Cavill.
That was him, yeah.
Because it was what was it called? The Calvary?
Huge. Huh?
He was the Calvary. They called him the Calvary.
Yeah. Calvary.
That was his name.
Huge Wolverine. Like
that shit went over my head. I
that was him, dude.
But it fit, but it's too big of a Wolverine. Like,
yeah, he big as shit.
When they had that little midget Wolverine, I was like, man, that's about the right Wolverine they should have all the time.
Yeah, that's how he's supposed to be for real.
He's supposed to be a little stocky midget.
But I personally, y'all, I feel like this is Hugh Jackman's best performance as Wolverine.
Oh, you know what? I like it compared to the old ones.
I agree.
I agree.
And he looked like he was in the best shape of his life.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You see when Deadpool looked at his stomach?
Yeah, when the abs were short.
When they put their bodies together, they dumb as hell.
Oh
man, that movie was good.
Deadpool is wild.
It was a good experience, man. It just storyline wise, I don't think you could have went any other way than what they did. I think they approached the film. They let it be true to Deadpool. They just gave it a little more clear, concise, you know what I mean, direction as far as the story. You know, they added the TVA into there. That actor, the guy, let me pull his name up. He's in this show. I think I told y'all about this show before called Succession. It was on HBO. Yeah. And he's Matthew McFadden. He's a British actor.
Paradox.
Yeah, he was. I was hoping to see Owen Wilson pop up in that. Unfortunately, he didn't. That was one of the little cameos I was looking forward to.
That's who it is. I was hoping to see Loki.
Yeah, I thought we were gonna see Loki too, just because.
To stay in that thing.
Yeah. That TVA.
Somebody from there. It wasn't nobody from there at all.
Just the black chick with the Muhammad
Ali hair. Yeah, I mean, I feel like
he said Muhammad Ali hair.
Flow like a butterfly fade.
The Will Smith from Muhammad Ali. Yeah.
Definitely got the Will Smith Muhammad fade.
I'm the greatest.
But yeah, best Wolverine performance by Hugh thus far. We saw the return of X-23.
Yeah.
You know,
I didn't know that was the I didn't know Logan was shot so long ago.
Yeah,
man, time flies.
I guess because it took me 8 years to watch it.
Yeah.
You think that motherfucker came out last week?
Yeah. I'm like, damn, that's the same girl I just finished the movie. She grown.
Logan was 2017, so that was it was 7 years.
Really?
Yep, 2017.
I thought it was before that.
So they probably filmed it, maybe a year, B?
Yeah.
Take a year to film that, so they started filming 2016. Yeah, so you got close.
About 8-9 years ago.
Yeah.
Man.
So it was I did think we were going to see more of her in it, but I think as this stuff develops, as the entry of the mutants into this MCU, we'll get to see her. I don't know if she'll headline, but I do think she'll be more prevalent than she was in that film. But good to see her in it too. We got to see the original Sabretooth, no Liv Schreiber, but
I'm glad they got rid of him so quick.
Made quick work out of Sabretooth. Boy,
thank you. I ain't want to see no long shit with him. Please
get at all. It was like, nah, we're gonna get this out of here.
Cut his motherfucking head off.
Smooth off.
Man.
Let's see. What did you think about the villain though? Like, you know what I'm saying? We talked about it.
The girl?
Yeah, Cassandra.
I can say I wasn't expecting them to go to the void for that to be the the main thing, to go to a place where all these X stars there. You know what I'm saying? I didn't expect that at all in the movie. So that kind of shocked the shit out of me. But I thought she was cold. She like her brother in a way.
Mm-hmm.
I like how they took to a deep part to make Wolverine realize, himself, realize and look at himself and change himself and save what's supposed to happen. So I like how they did all that shit. Like, she was cold. The villain was cold. I wasn't expecting her at all. This whole movie just threw me for a loop. It threw me like it from him with the jokes, the 20th Century Fox shit. That we got 90 years till you turn 90 years old. All these little jokes. That movie just threw me off. I'm like, damn, I did not know to me. It felt like they was just squashing everything and redoing it. We finna redo everything. Y'all finna see something new.
Yeah.
And if that happens, I'm kind of excited for it, because Deadpool kicked it off in the perfect way.
He did. It was like
a
resurgence, a relaunch, if you will. Like it was an injection for sure into the Marvel universe that was desperately needed. Like all these other movies and films, shows didn't really have no direction. Like I like the Kang thing, but they didn't really build that up for us to have that type of anticipation or him to have that level of importance the way Thanos was there.
Right.
You know what I mean? So you want us to believe he's such a big baddie, but the legwork wasn't. And then when we did get to see him on Loki, you know what I mean? You see, okay, he's a worthy adversary. You see him on Quantumania, he's a worthy adversary, but it just wasn't like, oh, this is supposed to be the big baddie that we're doing. So it's like, nah. And then with the Deadpool movies, that was like my thing with the villains they had for the movies. They was always kind of mid. This one he found that a good villain. You know what I mean?
Because who was the first villain?
Some no name dude. Like I'm gonna have to.
Dude. It was a regular dude. Then the second villain was supposed to be like Cable or some shit like that.
I guess Cable was like a villain in that too.
Right. So this one was much better than villain wise.
Like what I liked about Deadpool 2 was really Cable, and we got to see Domino. Domino was somebody else. I was kind of like, damn, where's Domino at? Like, she had a pretty good showing in Deadpool 2. I'm trying to see what was that guy name that was the villain in Deadpool 2.
I can't remember his name. The nigga wasn't nobody.
It was just a chunky dude. He grew up. Rusty Collins, I think. Was it him?
I think. He was supposed to be another variant of him. I mean, not a variant, but another version of him. But he was evil.
Yeah. So it was just, it was good overall to see that they put that much effort and energy into the film. They didn't try to change it too much. You had some familiar, things as far as like the TVA there. You had some familiar things that brought you back to the Deadpool films, the old black lady, Peter. The way they positioned Peter in there, like Peter was the man, you know what I'm saying? Right. And I was thinking that was kind of a play on Peter Parker, you know what I'm saying, versus just his name Peter.
What's crazy is like how they let them niggas say anything.
Yeah,
like they said whatever in that motherfucking movie. So,
they took what Deadpool was and just added to it.
Mm-hmm.
Added good stuff to it. So
good stuff.
Yeah, I liked it.
The fight scenes were great. Like that part in the forest at the beginning, the opening, with him and the TVA agents utilizing dead Logan's body to kill everybody. Just like. The fight scenes with Wolverine, like who thought a fight scene in a minivan would be that cold?
Gee,
yeah, that was.
Don't win best fight. I don't know who the fuck gonna win. See, that fight was raw. The fact y'all put it in sync and made me say, "Damn, this song really fit this fucking fight." Like that shit was cold as hell. Like that movie raw, dude.
Right, that was the movie. Then was the song choices. He normally what he had. Didn't he have Take on Me in one of them? He had that in was it the first one or the second one? But he always have like an 80s song in it. That's kind of like brings me back to the Guardians films had Star-Lord.
And that's been the going theme of a lot of these comic movies. Like, they all putting in old music, and they still in that from Guardians. So
yeah.
So I'm looking forward to the Deadpool Star-Lord, kind of when they finally face off with the music.
That's gonna be funny.
That's gonna be lit. But I think they had a good villain for him this time around. It was some people from X3. I was like, okay, they got the character there, but it isn't the original actor, which was fine. Some of them wasn't like you just had to have the original actor. As long as you had the character there, that was fine. Just for me, it started off a little slow, but once the TVA basically came and got him, that movie was off to the races from there. You know what I'm saying? So, like outside of that, we kind of didn't like went all across the board with it. I want to get like some individual takes now and some star ratings too. So we keep it sweet. You know, we do 5 stars. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? You know, you guys give it your rating after we just kind of break down like because we kind of went through some of the big pieces of it. Because anything we didn't cover, like you know what I'm saying, y'all go ahead and break it down to your individual spots. But was it anything, you know, before we do that, that y'all thought was missing that, you know, kind of like what I pointed out or no?
No, to me, nah. It's like I said, I wasn't even expecting all this shit that they gave us. I was just excited. I was happy.
Right, right. Okay, what about you, B?
Yeah, I think we hit on pretty much everything. I mean, the main things was Blade, Gambit, um, the interaction between Wolverine and Deadpool, which was amazing. They had amazing chemistry. Um, like y'all said, the fight scenes was great. Who would have thought? All we needed to see was a fight scene in a Honda Odyssey.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, and that went back to as a homage to him being a car salesman. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
so that was dope too.
All
That
right.
shit was good, man.
Here we go. Here we go. Star ratings, gentlemen. Star ratings.
Okay, okay.
4.5 out of 5.
Okay.
For the whole movie?
For the
Yeah.
whole
I give it a 5 out of 5. I give it a 5 out of 5. It's nothing I did not like in the movie. Nothing. I enjoyed everything I saw from the beginning to the end. And it's nothing I can say I probably wanted or they probably should have took away.
Mm-hmm.
I liked everything about it. It was like a play on steroids. You know what I'm saying? It was just the fighting was amazing. You know, and it was just them two niggas fighting really more than
Yeah.
anything. And it was just amazing. Like we say the car scene, that shit was raw. You know what I'm saying? Like it took my mind away from it being a comic book movie and putting it to like just being a fun fucking movie with two superheroes that we probably like. It was like a funny superhero buddy cop movie type shit to me. And I don't know, I just really enjoyed it. I like how they put it together. And like I said, it kicked off what Marvel probably gonna need to have.
And we got to see Wolverine in his LA Rams costume.
Yeah.
Right. And
All in
we seen
all,
here Wolverine
finally, 20 years later, we get to see almost 25 years later because I think the first X-Men film came out in 2001.
And he ain't never had that mask in that, did he?
Yeah, he never wore the mask, so
He
we
just had the
finally
black
got to
suit.
see that.
Yeah.
We got to see that, and that looked awesome. Um, I'm with B. I'm gonna give it a 4.5 out of 5, only because of the small little hiccups. And who knows, that stuff might be there in you know the extras, you know, in the bonus cuts, bonus scenes. Once the film hits that, you know what I mean, we may see some of those characters. I definitely thought we would have saw Domino though. No Domino, no Cable. It was a reference to Cable, and I was just kind of personally looking for that because you know Josh Brolin obviously plays the voice of Thanos and he was Cable, so I wanted to see if they were maybe going to recast. And you know, since we saw Henry Cavill as Wolverine, but we know Hughes back as Wolverine, maybe there's your Cable guys. I'm just gonna throw that out there, Marvel.
Mm.
You know,
Okay, man.
we do have a show called the Director's Chair. You know, we do some good casting. I'm just saying. But yeah, outside of those little small hiccups, man, that movie was very enjoyable. It was definitely worth the wait, and I hope Marvel can continue this momentum. I'll say this much: I didn't watch the Captain America Brave New World trailer, and I told B when we was at the movies, I said, "Yo, they might get me. They might get me." Because I want to see Anthony Mackie's movie, you know, successful. I don't want to see it bomb. I'm not a huge fan of the Captain America thing either. Like, even though Captain America Steve Rogers is one of my favorites, I like that they're taking on the duality. They're taking on that duality with him being black and being Captain America. Like, you know, I want to see that. And what was the original Super Soldier name? He's gonna be in it, so I want to see him in it.
The Black Super Soldier.
Yeah, I want to see how far he's gonna go in it. As far what was his name? What was that character name?
This shit is worse than the Dukes of Hazzard having a Confederate flag on their car. I don't like this movie, man. I do not like Anthony. I don't know. Maybe it's just my hate for Anthony Mackie. I just do not like Anthony Mackie.
Why you don't like Anthony Mackie?
He's just not a good actor for this. Like, he was cool in what was the name of that movie? She Hates Me. He was cool in that.
Classic.
But this, like, when he played these other roles, like him as Captain America, him in the fucking Twisted Metal. No, I do not like that in these movies. He tried to be a dad.
Falcon and the Winter Soldier was good though.
I thought, yeah, that was
everybody else, not because of him. That's my
I thought it was a good origin story.
Oh man,
you get to go back, see where he's from, see his roots.
You could have got it to Dampton Idris, man. He could have been fucking.
Nah, Dampton gonna take over that T'Challa role.
I mean, anybody, goddamn it, you could have gave. I don't know, man. I don't like Anthony Mackie.
Isaiah Bradley, the original Super Soldier. I'm looking forward to seeing him in there. AKA, now I might be aging myself here a little bit, but Mantis. Y'all remember Mantis?
Yeah, I love Mantis.
That was him and Mantis.
That was me and my granddaddy shit. We used to watch I used to go over there and watch Mantis with him. But like he told him, man, no self-respecting black man gonna put that suit on. So I don't know.
That's why I say I want to see, because they're with that. They're not detracting from it. They're not running from it. So
the trailer.
The trailer was racist as fuck. When that nigga said, "Nigga, you ain't Steve Rogers,"
and that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
no, I'm not.
Nigga, that's what the fuck you are.
Are you? He won't even.
The trailer made the movie look promising to me.
It did. It did, man.
That shit looked like Black Hawk Down. That's what the fuck that's like this for the bitch.
You could have walked down. Hell no.
John David Washington could have been him, man. Sam Wilson should have gave it to him, man.
I think he could be John Stewart.
He just don't fit a strong black man to me. He just feel like a romantic comedian. That's what
matter of fact, off the cuff, John David Washington as Al Simmons. Okay.
Who was Al Simmons?
Spawn.
Oh, no.
No.
Yeah.
Michael John White. That's the only thing I want to see.
John David to me is just a nice guy. I don't like him.
I don't know. He got some of that dog in him, man. When he was on Ballers, he could be an a-hole. Like, I need to see him.
Like him.
You
give him that right movie watch, he gonna change your mind, B. Right now,
when is he gonna have the right movie? He's haven't had the right movie.
I mean, the Tenet was the right one.
You didn't like Tenet?
It's sci-fi. That's the thing. You be on a movie.
I like sci-fi.
Oh, but what you want from him then?
He got a movie when they was in the damn kitchen arguing. Him and Zendaya.
I like that, right?
Nah. And he put his hands on my woman.
See, that's why I like it.
I'm like Shorty from The Last Dragon. Keep your hands off my woman. On a cornball like you. Right, Pop locked out them motherfucking
I thought that was Cisco for years. I thought that was Cisco. So I think that's Cisco. I think that's it.
The Creator was a dope movie too. Dope ass sci-fi. It was like a live action sci-fi.
I think he just in the sci-fi realm, dude.
I couldn't finish it.
I finished it. I liked it. I didn't think I was gonna like that at first, but I did.
The only John David Washington movie that engaged my attention the whole movie is when they was trying to kill him.
Oh that was decent.
His wife got killed and he was running away from motherfuckers.
Yeah.
He was trying to kill him.
Yeah, that was a decent little movie. I remember that.
I gotta go back and see this now. He was in Inception.
John David?
Yeah. They got him listed on in his movies.
He wasn't like a big role.
He probably was one of the security guards that got shot.
Tell me he's the top five nigga, man.
Just like his dad. That's what he is.
He better than his daddy, man.
All right. Well, yeah, I think we covered Deadpool and Wolverine, y'all. We got some some.
When is the next Marvel movie?
Next year.
Okay.
Well, no, you got Venom. I think Venom is this year.
No, I'm talking about
As far as in the MCU.
MCU,
yeah,
next year.
Okay.
Yeah. You got Last Dance. That's when was that? October?
Agatha coming
September?
out this October, ain't you, or September?
Agatha All Along. That's
September 19th.
I do want to see that. I'm kind of thirsty for that too.
So that's the last two Marvel projects we got. I just count Venom as a Sony project, and then we got, so I don't. It ain't really within that MCU. But yeah. So are we gonna try to go see Venom since it's the Last Dance? We did go see the first one.
Yeah. When is it coming out?
October.
Okay.
Anytime that we can check it out.
The last one.
Okay. All right. Well, that was our Deadpool and Wolverine talk, y'all. We'll get that structured and organized, and all that good stuff as we go on. But we're doing it off the cuff tonight, baby. So all right. What other topics did we want to get into, y'all? Or did we want to revisit this Welcome to Cash?
Yeah, this nigga said, what was the G Unit top albums?
The top 5 G. Okay, in my list, the top 5 G Unit albums. Well, no. I'll say this: the 950 Cent G Unit albums. That was my list. I had the documentary at 1. I had Welcome to Cashville at 2. I had Beg for Mercy at 3. And I had Hunger for More at 4. And followed by, I guess, I'm going to say Buck the World was 5. Because Tony Ayo album was trash outside of them 3 songs. Yeah.
Free Ayo.
I can't get over that you put Cashville. Cashville would have been like, what is it? I don't know. I would have said that would have been like your 4.
Nah.
Cash, Welcome to Cashville was cold.
It was cold.
It ain't number 2.
It's my 4. Number 1 is
3 at the highest.
Get Rich.
No. I said
950 Cent.
950 Cent.
So
I got Banks.
The Banks albums, the Game album.
Banks is 1.
I got Banks as 1.
That nigga said no.
Hunger for More.
So you got Banks as, you got, who was number 1? The Game?
Yeah, the Game.
I had documentary at 1. Documentary at 1. Welcome to Cashville 2. Beg for Mercy 3.
And I hate to say it because I do not like the Game, but Game will be number 2. Yayo will be number 3.
Yayo?
Yeah, for me.
Shit.
And then what's name would be number 4? Yeah, I
was with you until you said Yayo.
I ain't a South nigga, man. I can't rock with that slurry talk, mouth ass drooly. I can't. That ain't my shit, man. I fuck with it, but it ain't. I don't. It just ain't never been me, man.
Yeah, tell me when this beat hit, you don't feel it, man. You say you don't rock with the South.
Let me see. I like this song. This is my shit. But you know why? You got 50 talking. 50 introduced me into the song. It wasn't Buckaroo.
50 was all over Cashville. Welcome to Cashville.
What was the second song on there?
On this album, Do It Like Me.
That's my favorite song on that album.
Let me hear it. Yeah, I ain't thugs and thug ass. That ain't shit I would have said. Like that ain't my groove. That ain't my groove.
That beat was hard.
What was it? Damn, what was it? You ain't mess with this beat?
The first song was about the only
David Banner and Young Buck. What?
I only like David Banner on the Def Jam Vendetta.
Ew, humpback, make them all die.
He was strong as hell in that game.
Hey.
Yeah,
that's my off the cuff, bro. Them was the top G Unit albums that wasn't 50.
So what was yours, B?
Banks, Game, Welcome to Cashville.
They gonna put Yayo up there.
Beg for Mercy. That's it.
So no Yayo. Okay, all right.
Hell no.
Yayo. No Yayo.
He's gonna disrespect the King of Hype Man. All right. Why not?
King of Hype Mans. Now, see, I got to disagree with you there because you forgetting
Nah, he ain't
about,
the king.
you forgetting about Spliff Star. Like, what are we talking about?
You forgot
the
about
king is
Neff Blake.
You know what I'm saying?
Spliff, that motherfucker be. Hey, yo, Buster. That nigga be having everything ready.
Spliff, you know what I'm saying? Go
Spliff
watch
the king.
the Dangerous video. How he was just bouncing into with the.
That
It's
motherfucker.
man.
Spliff got $2 million a month off of screaming.
You know what I'm
Running on
saying?
stage.
Easy work. Easy work.
Yeah, Spliff the best hype man ever, G.
You know. But yeah, that was the off the cuff, man. Top G Unit albums. Top non-50 Cent G Unit albums.
Top 950
Now rank your top 50 Cent albums.
Top
Get
50.
Rich.
Oh, gotta do Get Rich. I think it's kind of
I see
in
an order for me.
the order, yeah.
To me, it's in the order. Because he only had, 3, right?
No, he had
like 6
or 5.
I don't really count them other albums. He like, that was like mixtapes to me.
Nah.
He just put them out because he had the movies with it.
You had Get Rich or Die Trying, The Massacre,
Curtis.
Before I Self-Destruct.
Before I Self-Destruct.
That was off that one in the movie to that?
Yeah.
Yeah, he made a movie for that, little bootleg movie.
He was making soundtracks. G. That's all he was doing.
Then you had to Get Rich or Die Trying soundtrack. Solid soundtrack.
Yeah. Yeah, it was in order for me. 50 was in order.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's in order.
To me, he took over to the point he had to do no more.
I want to see him clip this up how they did with the mixtapes because people. I think that'll be I think everybody's going to kind of be in agreements with us in terms of 50 Cent order. I know the Buck the World thing. That's gonna catch people over.
The New York niggas gonna be in agreement with.
Yeah, well, that was Buck's second album though.
No, not Buck the World. Welcome to Cashville. I like Rotten Apple more than I liked Hunger for More.
I didn't care for that.
And
I like Rotten Apple
too. Out of his he wasn't. I don't know if they was still.
That one had the Beamer Benz and Bentley shit on there.
Yeah. I like that one overall. That's my favorite. Before the course of the Inevitable album started coming out, Hunger for More 2 was my favorite Banks project. Prior to those.
Yeah, Hunger for More 2 had that shit on there.
Yeah. Now that one's I would move Buck the World and put that there, but I didn't. It was just you knew they were trying to push Banks. They wanted Banks to be a valuable. You know what I mean? They
wanted him to be a commercial success.
Yeah. And Game is the one that came and got it, but it was like Game was just kind of anointed. He had the West Coast was looking for somebody at that time. He didn't really sound like a West Coast artist. He was a West Coast artist on East Coast beats. They had finally paired that. You know what I mean? He was with G on one of the hottest labels at the time ever. So it was just the perfect storm for Game, where everybody was just rocking with dude. You know what I mean? He just do the goofy and just be talking too much now. And he's just Game is such a disappointment to me now because he just could have been so much bigger than he was.
Yeah, definitely.
I would say the same thing about Joel Santana.
Totally.
That too. Yep.
He's another one. Should have been way bigger than what he was. Joel could have eclipsed what Cameron was. I think with Cameron, it was like a resistance to do everything, that's necessary to be like a superstar. I think Cam was good with just let me get these gold albums. I can, drive the cars I want to drive. I still like messing with hood girls, so I'm a chill. I'm good with getting to this point, and I'm straight with that. Now I put my guys on, it's on them from there. I done gave you the way, so it's on you to keep going or not.
Right.
Yeah.
Take it.
Cam and Cam and Jimmy had the work ethic.
Yeah.
Nobody else had it.
Nobody else had it. They felt like it was just gonna come to them.
And I think, I think it got to a point. Jimmy work ethic got better than Cam's. Like he just went on that tear and was doing all kind of like,
And Jimmy wasn't even a rapper. Like he was like just the guy helping fund all this shit.
Mm-hmm.
But that what was that first album, On My Way to Church?
Yeah.
Heatmakers blessed my nigga. Hit after hit, bro.
Yeah.
Cold beats.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna hit you with another off the cuff because I know everybody love On My Way to Church, but what was the one with Harlem Diary of a Summer? That was my shit. And the one after that with Ballin' and all of that on there. I thought that was his best album.
What, the Summer in Miami?
Hustler's Poem. The one with
Summer in Miami.
I think
Summer with Miami was on the Harlem Diary of a Summer album.
That's the one I like. I thought that was his best one.
That's the Summer with Miami.
Bottles in the air.
Yeah, the Hustler's Poem. I think that was his most lyrically polished album. But as far as like a body of like the totality, On My Way to Church had it.
I gotta go back
because it just got like great production.
I gotta go back and listen to that one for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, that motherfucker Summer in Miami.
That was the joint. One hand on the thigh.
That was my shit. Nigga, it popped up too.
Yes, sir. Was it any other things y'all had that you wanted to cover, man?
Not I. What about you, B?
Yeah.
I don't think this is everything we talked about in the boardroom. But I don't remember what we talked about.
Right. I was just ready to talk about that movie shit.
Yeah, the movie, man. I was, that was a good time.
Yeah, all I care about is Gambit. Let's get that motherfucking solo
I'm gonna
film.
go see it tomorrow, man. I'm trying to find out. I'm gonna go see that bitch tomorrow, man.
Yeah, Marcus got it for $6 Tuesday.
Yep, $6 Tuesday.
I'm gonna go again. That was
now, what if they don't go the movie route, but they give them like a show on Disney Plus?
For what?
Perfect.
Gambit.
For Gambit, yeah, that's what I would take. But if you give him a show, let's give Gambit a good show. 6 episodes, good, hard, leading into something that's probably gonna lead into something bigger. Let's give him some real shit. Let's not just give him a show just because. Let's give him a show.
Yeah, if you want to grab the money, you go to the box office.
Right. Not if you grab the money. Well, the money here will be more box office.
I'm sure he can get what Deadpool just did.
But he kind of suck in a lot of movies, man.
But he's got a fan base.
Yeah, he shakes his ass.
Channing or Gambit? The character, or are you talking about Channing?
Channing Tatum.
Yeah, Channing shakes his ass. If he ain't shaking his ass,
right? He's got.
Ain't no woman gonna want to see that shit.
but women are gonna go see it with their dudes because it's Channing Tatum.
Well, Channing Tatum.
Women that don't even like Marvel, they don't even know who the fuck Gambit is. They're like, "Oh, Channing Tatum in it? I'll come with you."
Well, that nigga ain't get sexy because that's the only way. If you looking like an old nigga, you ain't gonna want your way. You better get hot.
Right.
But yeah, I'll take a series, man. Give me a good 6 episodes. That's what I like to see.
I think a good little origin story, maybe.
Yeah, because that's what I want to see him out of the costume, where he's from Louisiana. That accent. Let me see how you become the card man and all this. Give me something like that for him.
And I would keep Ryan Reynolds attached to it. You can have Deadpool narrating it, since that's where we saw him from.
Nah. Yeah. He needs to be off by himself, detached from everybody else, and let's just focus in on him.
Now we're gonna do it that way. What was that?
Make him meet some of the X-Men though.
The Hellfire Club is, I think, his original origins. So if you ain't familiar with that, you gotta get in tune with that. Google the Hellfire Club. It's for the X-Men.
Somebody mentioned Midnight Suns to me today.
Yeah, I heard about that too.
I think that's what we're gonna head towards with the darker content, because Moon Knight was super aggressive like Deadpool. Deadpool was just OD.
So yeah, didn't they say the Punisher died in the movie? Didn't they say he died or some shit?
I don't know.
In that universe.
Oh yeah.
But you got different variants. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So
they could have been talking about the ones from the movies, the Tom Jane one or the other cat.
right.
You know,
So
Johnny Bernthal coming back.
Yeah, and he should. So I would give him a series just like you did Moon Knight, and then they all come together for a big ass movie.
Because this is the thought I was having while we were sitting there. I said, "Yo, are they gonna do X Force? And it's gonna be a new?"
That's what I was wondering too.
And I'm like, because that's kind of what we were getting. Like, you know what I'm saying? Well, Wolverine wasn't with X-Men; he was with X Force. So I was like, with the crop of characters they got there, I was like, oh, we could be headed towards a new X Force, and that might be what they do. But we just have to wait and see. But because Ryan Reynolds already said, he said we didn't make this with like the intent of like thinking of sequels and all that. He's just like, we just wanted to make a good movie.
Right.
And shout out to Ryan. He had I didn't know that was his wife that was playing Lady Deadpool.
She was Lady Deadpool. The baby was his daughter. His baby. And the girl was his daughter.
Mm-hmm.
That was nice.
So I thought that was dope.
And do you know he has a twin brother, Gordon Reynolds, who was Nice Pool.
Is that his real twin brother, or was they playing?
Nah, it's his fake twin. It's, I guess, a guy he made up.
Okay.
He said it's his fake twin. So yeah. I'm like, that's cool. I like how he did that.
Deadpool dog. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Dog pool, kid pool.
All that shit. That was cool.
Yeah, so it was dope, man. It was a dope time, man. What a time to be alive.
What did y'all think about the other Nice Pool? The version of him with the long hair.
Yeah, the one that was said it was.
That's kind of funny because I do think they got a version of Deadpool from the comic books with his hair like that.
I wasn't expecting him at all. Like, it threw me off. I was like, what the hell?
Because that was his Odyssey that they was fighting in, and it was like, like one of the bloodiest fights I've seen. Right. But and it's all taking place in this, like, the choreography for that. I'm like, yo, this is amazing. Like, yeah. Like, who needed a fight in a minivan?
And before I forget, being a cinematography student, I love that tracking shot at the end when they had to fight. When the fight began in the street, and it went on top of the cars, and it went in the bus, and it came, and it never cut. It was just it reminded me of old
video game.
Yeah,
it reminded me of
Streets of Rage.
Streets of Rage. Yeah.
It definitely reminded me of that. I enjoyed that.
Yeah, so it's nice to see like cinematographers still use that trick, tracking shot.
Uh-huh.
Well, yeah, we need the Gambit. I'm here. Man.
I
sound like Boomhauer.
Because man, him and them going back and forth. I was like, yo, I didn't know I needed to see this, but
dude, that nigga
he nailed it. He fucking nailed it.
I just want to see them do a slight, like, just a modernization of the outfit. Like, they had him look straight like he was out of the comic book. It was like, let's make it a little more realistic. Like, you can see the color scheme and all that. Just, let's figure it out. Let's figure it out.
I hope they will.
You gonna get his costume made by Dapper Dan and shit? Like, who was that? Who got their costume made by Dapper? Was it She-Hulk? She had the special costume made.
For real?
Not about Dapper Dan, but it was somebody that came and made. Made her costume and shit.
Yeah. I gotta see some more of it too. Hey, I'm gonna go see that shit tomorrow, man. I'm gonna look that shit up. I gotta see that movie again. That was good.
Yeah, man. All right, well, this one gonna be some quick work, B, on the editing.
Right. Quick EP.
Quick joint, quick little release for the people, for the streets, feed the streets. Y'all do yourself a service and go and see and Wolverine for real.
Hey, that just made me think of the Hamburger Helper mixtape. Y'all ever heard that? Listen to that shit about 12, 15 years old, but that shit was cold.
Yeah.
Hamburger Helper made a mixtape. Niggas was rapping about fucking beef stroganoff and shit. Like, that
The brand? Oh, hell no.
shit was cold. I kid
Hamburger
you not.
mixtape.
I'm gonna look that shit up.
Gee, I'm telling you. It was called Feed the Streets. That's what it was called.
Hamburger Helper feed the streets. Wow.
That's funny as hell.
All right, man. Well, fellas, if that's it, y'all.
All right, then.
You know,
Till next time.
we got we got Forrest Gump. We got Forrest Gump this Sunday, right?
Y'all want to do that this week? I haven't started.
I haven't started. I mean, if we need another week in the tuck, I'm good with that because I want to sit down and like, you know, and it's B turn for Decoded. So
So you're gonna grab an R&B one off the shelf.
I picked. Man, it was hard not to pick Usher, but I got one.
Okay. You want to reveal it now? Or you want to keep it in the tuck?
TLC, Crazy Sexy Cool.
Okay.
So go listen to that. Go listen to it right now.
All right.
Go listen to it right now.
Classic.
My Gambit voice.
Okay.
Listen to it right now.
Our first R&B Decoded. I'm with it.
Yeah.
Yep.
That was a great album. I remember hearing that shit when it came out, but I don't remember liking it until I got older. So yeah.
All right, people. Y'all make sure y'all watch the latest Decoded Reasonable Doubt. It's episode 117 out now. Available on all streaming and DSP platforms of your choice. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, you know what I mean, YouTube. Y'all check that out. Make sure y'all check out the playlist coming soon, you know what I'm saying? The new R&B Night Moods experience. P got the what's the joint you got, P?
To fuck.
What a name. What a name.
Find some time to fuck.
Find some time to F, baby. And Big B got the nice, you know what I'm saying, sensual joint, you know what I mean?
For her. Get it.
Available on Apple, not Apple.
Apple Music.
Yep. So y'all go check those jokers out. Check them out. Make sure y'all watch us.
No, what's the real name, P? Find some time.
Find some time, yeah. Then to fuck.
Oh, so you did change it?
No, I ain't changing. I'm gonna change it.
Hey.
He said, I'm gonna let you know what it is. When I cut this playlist on, baby, you know what time it is.
We gonna be fucking tonight.
Right. All right, y'all. Well, in the meantime, in between time, y'all can catch us. Make sure y'all follow us on Instagram at @Boulevard_radio. Follow me on my social media and on all platforms at @man_Logan_Inc. P, you want to give me your socials?
Gas Station P. IG. Yeah, that was it. Gas Station P.
Big B, you want to give me your socials?
IMB_Daniels on everything except for TikTok. Follow me, B Daniel Shy. I think that's what it is.
Okay. And what's
Boulevard
Ave _radio on TikTok too, right?
Yeah.
Yep, y'all make sure y'all follow us on TikTok too. We on there too as well.
On GDN.
That is about it on my end. Hot Take is on break, people. So any other people that's listening to both shows, thank y'all. Hot Take is on break for a couple of weeks. We'll be back sometime in August. Y'all make sure y'all listen to that every week. Every Friday, those come out. And Boulevard Ave comes out normally every Wednesday. So thank y'all for checking us out. Thank y'all for tuning in. I am your boy, man, Logan.
Yeah, Station P.
King B.
All right, y'all. This is Boulevard Ave. We catch y'all next week.
Go see Deadpool, motherfuckers.
Daniels on the track.
Stop
that shit died. Yeah, it died.